Okay, I'm very excited because it's, you know, now I'm going to get my Mercedes Vito back, a big bill, because, like, you know, I sent it to garage to fix it, right? 3,500 is what I was told. A lot of engine work's being done, but I mean, all these 3 weeks waiting, you know, what I got was only bad news. And but yeah, anyway, like, at least now it's time to get my car back, and I very much look forward to how it's drive like. So yeah, well, actually I got this car back because I got a key. I got a big deal here, like, you know, he the gentleman was very nice, explaining a lot of things to me. Yeah, a lot of potential issue, but yeah, at least it should drive, I guess. Holy, I missed you. 217 thousands. Yeah, he told me, that gentleman told me that you better buy a new van instead of buying an old van like this. But yeah, it is what it is. I already did this, and then at least it got a MOT now. We'll see how that drive. Let's get it started. Yeah, I feel like it start, you know, that things feel a little bit better now than before. But anyway, let me drive it to somewhere. So this is my first copart purchase, 3,000 pounds. For those that don't know what copart is, it's basically a website, an auction website selling damaged vehicle or used vehicle. In my case, my van was a Cat N, and then it was probably sending from the insurance company that writing this off to copart, and then it was listed as an auction. In order to make a bid, I need to become a member. That's cost £100, and then my winning bid was 1850, and then also after I win, I still need to pay things like admin fee. Totally, it add up to 2,400, and then to tow the van to my place because it just don't have any MOT or was not, so it add another 500. Anyway, my total here was 3,000. Let's have a walk through. Yeah, I mean, just did a, you know, 5 minutes drive. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a sports car, but yeah, I like that feeling. It actually drives better than the rental van that I bought. Yeah, like, it's a, I think, I'm not sure if it is like a Cat N, but this is what they, you know, the scales that they put into the copart, saying that the car is a Cat N, it's runs and drive. And yeah, you know, what, a big trunk. Yeah, well, actually a bit dirty, so yeah, I mean, it's just cosmetics. Yeah, the bigger issue is the other stuff that the garage told me. And nice is good for family, right? So yeah, I mean, the only thing is, like, you don't have air conditioning at the back, which I really want to sort out. You know, but what's actually inside here? Because empty, because, like, based on the research that I did, people can actually get an AC in. I mean, well, for those that got an AC at the back, they will have an AC here. But apparently I don't, you know. So I don't know. I would like to see if I can add one, but yeah, I mean, it seems drive okay. Hello, it is actually after a month, like a month after I picked this van up from the garage. So you can see, like, this van is in my service area. So there's something wrong with it, right? Sure, but you know, I have been driving this van for like 150 miles. So far it was doing great. The interior is not, I mean, it's quite quiet, to be honest. Like, you know, I mean, that's why this van are so expensive. I guess maybe that's the reason. But anyway, like you can see, like this is the interior. I think it's very decent, to be honest. The leather here, the leather here is good. Like what I showed previously, I got a line seat layout. So I did manage to use it to throw away some junk that have been sitting in my drive, in my garden for a long time. So you know, a good storage, right? So but yeah, what's the problem now? The problem that I have is the coolant have been leaking. So let me pop the bonnet. So alright, this is very heavy. Well, actually yesterday I drove this, like, you know, I didn't for sure, like, you know, I don't have unlimited space to park all the cars. Now I got what, a generator, a Mito, a VF500, and also there's 4 cars here, and then I just park it somewhere nearby, like, you know, not blocking anyone. So but then I was seeing the coolant was leaking from below, like basically, like, you know, just like this. I actually will put in a video to show. But now it is dry as bone, so nothing will really leak. So yesterday I topped up a little bit of coolant because I also running out of coolant. I don't know if there are still any here, so yeah. Very little, to be honest, if you can see it. Very little, like, well, actually, yeah. Anyway, like, you know, it developed a coolant leak. I suspect it is either the radiator, there are like a few places that can leak, to be honest, like either the water pump here, or like whatever the coolant, the radiator here, like, you know. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to you know, since I put it in the surface area, and then I actually don't have more money, and also I'm not in a rush to put this car in use, like, because, you know, originally I was thinking to use this van as something that I can use in Easter, like, you know, for some road trip, whatever. But now the plan changed, so yeah, I just feel like it will make much more sense to really deep dive on, you know, what problem this car got, and fix it so that I have more confidence on this car. I mean, yeah, like, you know, it's like how I can build up the history, like, since I own this car, right? So I think it's the right thing to do. I hope it is not a big money pit. So well, before moving on, I think it is good to going back to because like this video, I don't think I'm going to fix anything, like, you know, I very much hope that I manage to fix something in future, and then I post a video. But if not, yeah, I don't know what to say. But anyway, for now, I think we should look into the bill that I have been charged for that, what, £3,500, you know, although like 500 something was for the tax. So let's take a look. Let's go here. Alright, so let's take a look on the bill here, like £2,900. So the first thing that you notice is engine oil and filter replacement. Why? Actually, I forgot. I don't know. Did I mention that? I can only tell that in the when I do the video editing. So what happened was that I saw that milkshake in that coolant box. So basically like here, right? So oh yeah, we have to going out here again. So like here, right? So I got the milkshake from the coolant box. That's very worrisome. Although the car drive, but then I noticed there's a white smoke coming from the back of the exhaust. I also noticed the very weird smell. That's very sweet smell that, you know, people say this is a mix of coolant with oil, whatever, and then caused the problem. So yeah, definitely, like, there was some milkshake. So so they did that. So they did some work, like try to find out what that was. So but anyway, like, that's number one. And then, like, so that's why they need to do an oil change, cooling system flush. So, and then, like, I cannot recall did they actually manage to find any reason. So but anyway, like, the end up they also noticed there, right, like oil leak on the gasket on the top cover, the valve cover, so they did that as well. So but then actually, like, they, after they did the work, now I don't see a mix of coolant and the oil, which is great. I know that there are some other reason that could this on this car could lead to those, which I'm going to address in future. But yeah, this is like this, like the first part that they was looking into. The owner of the garage, they said that the car did drive well, except that the first gear like here, right? So have some issues, so that's why they try to change the transmission fluid, drain it and refill. But right now it's still a little bit difficult to get into. Sometime it is difficult to get into first gear. So I don't know, like maybe in future I need to do something regarding the gearbox. That's also what the garage told me, like, but anyway, sorry, I didn't focus here. But transmission fluid, and then the rear differential. So I did try to jack up the car in the drive here. So because, like, again, like, I was thinking I do have time to look into this van, but I didn't because of the Mito, if you guys follow my channel, right? So that was a time, it just consumed a lot of time for me. So the rear differential, so there were like some oil leak. Okay, with the lighting here, I think it is much more easy to see. I think I need to check up the car to see if it has actually got it fixed. But I mean, I trust him, like, otherwise, like, I need to go back, right? So but anyway, like, the it had a massive leak, like massive oil issue with the rear differential. So what else? While they were working on this thing, they also checked the fuel injector. So that's actually another thing that I have been worrying about. So this is the engine bay area, right? I got the air filter box removed, so we have a better look on here. These are the injector that I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. So they basically, what they did was remove the injector and then do some tests with it, and then like found that 1 and 4 was bad, and then 2 and 3 was okay. So I got 2 of them replaced with a like new injector. So the reason that I was worried about this fuel injector was not really the problem of the fuel injector, but then was the seal being sit between the injector and the engine block. So this particular van with code name W639, it is using an engine from Mercedes. Actually, that engine is being used on a lot of Mercedes diesel cars variants, so C class, E class, whatever that you name it, it can be found in that era. So OM651, the number of that engine, the code of the engine. So this is OM651 with 2.2 liters. It produces 136 horsepower. But anyway, the key is again, this particular engine have one problem with the seal. So the seal, like the sitting between the block and the injector, can leak, and then it will cause the fuel and also carbon residual, whatever. Like, basically, like, the result was that if it was neglected by the previous owner, then it will build up a very thick layer of carbon, like basically all covered in black here, and that's going to kill the engine. So and to really fix that, the only thing that people can do is to remove the fuel injector, like pull it out one by one, and then replace that seal. Is like this, the part of the seal was super cheap. It was super cheap. It's not the problem of the cost of the seal. It's the problem of the labor. And then also, like, the cylinder 4 over there at the back of the engine. This one is a bit tricky to get into. Based on the research, I never did it myself. I do very much want to try that, although it sounds quite exciting. No, how you say that? Challenging. Some people mention that it can be challenging. So, but anyway, I didn't get a chance to do it now, like, because I paid someone to do that, which not great. Like, it's a big money. But anyway, now I got it sorted, so I kind of, at least feel like I can feel safe in the next couple of years. And then what I need to do is just observe if there are like things build up. But again, based on the usage of the car, like, my usage on all this car are not that huge, so I guess I should be safe for quite a long period of time. But yeah, that's what I was worrying about. So when I got the car, there was a fault in the dashboard. There was the ABS, so they look into that. So it was the bearing with the ABS. So yeah, I was told it was not an easy job. So basically, like, you have to drop the whole rear end of the how you call it, that frame at the back, at the rear, to replace this bearing, and also one was not. Anyway, like, I mean, glad they sorted it out. So yeah, these are like major things that they did. Like, I don't know if that's reasonable amounts, to be honest, like, but it is what it is. So, and that's happily add another 3,500 to my budgets on this car. But yeah, then what's the plan? So the first thing that I'm going to do for sure, like, I need to fix that radiator leak, right? So while I'm here, right? So I may also fix that condenser, the fans here. I don't know, like, how much care previous owner gave to this car, to be honest. This fan, I don't know, like, it was an ex-taxi, it had a high mileage, so I better, like, when I'm there, I probably just need to do the work to get it fixed. Other things that I think, based on my research that I need to do would be the water pump, also the filter housing, which is, also prone to leakage. Also, maybe I also work in the oil cooler. That may also, because I'm still, like, very puzzled why in the first place they are like coolant and oil mix, in that box, right? So I don't want to be in worrying this again in a short future. So I probably will do that oil filter. What is it? Oil filter? What oil something? Oil cooler. Sorry, I mixed it up. Sorry, the oil cooler housing. I guess I'm not sure if it's this one or like something behind, like underneath. I hope I can do that. Based on the research, is also like a very painful job. It's a 10 hours job, so I don't know. I mean, 10 hours job from like decent mechanics. So, and then, like, this side, like, this side, I may need to do the tensioner work. So basically, like, I was told that the timing belt was a little bit loose. The timing belt was like sitting behind the engine, so I probably cannot do it without removing the engine, like basically, like, undone the whole thing, and that's going to be very expensive as well. Like, and then I was told that, like, probably people don't have to change the timing chain. What they need is to just replace the tensioner. So that's, another thing that I think I should do and I need to do. So and hopefully, like, and let's see, and if this all goes well, I can do some upgrades. So I did have some head unit, I did have some parking sensor, I do have even have a set of new wheels that I want to put onto this van. You see this wheel just looks so handsome, right? It just look gorgeous. I bought this wheel on few months before, like, actually on Valentine's Days. So the seller provide us 14% discount for the Valentine's, which is interesting, right? Like, Valentine discount for a set of wheel. So anyway, I was struggle because I'm not sure whether I want to buy a set of wheel while I'm not sure the van was working or not. And then, like, anyway, 14% discount, I just do it, and then I bought it. So you can see, like, the wheel is here. I don't know how you feel, like, it looks gorgeous, right? Like, it's that that vibe, that style anyway. But yeah, just now I fall it on the ground, and then, like, yeah, this scratch is here. But anyway, I very much hope that I can finish whatever work that I need to do on this van, get it to use, and then, like, fit this wheel, and then, like, and then move on, like, and then get other stuff in my life to take care. Like, for example, the stuff that I still need to do with the Mito, the stuff I still need to do with the Alpha, I mean the Julieta, the VF500, so what's not. But anyway, I just want to share this wheel. I am just trying to play around how this feel like. So before I call this video done, let's take a look on, like, the latest progress I have on this van. Like, you know, you can see I try to get my hands dirty on this thing, and I already break something. For example, like this horn here, like this nut, I just cannot, this ball, I just cannot undone this thing, like, and then it snapped the cable. Well, that's fine. I'm very good in repairing cable now. So, but I mean, like, yeah, things can break, and then like I'm getting stuck in removing this, and then like, I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff that going on that I need to do. And like, you look at this here, right? Very bad condition. I think this is the condenser, right? So I probably just really looking for some money, I mean some budget to get this replaced as well. So yeah, so and then yeah, some cable stuff that I need to fix maybe. Let's see. But yeah, anyway, like I very much hope that I can pump up some videos very soon, and then can share like the progress I have with this van. And yeah, I mean, if you like this video, it would be really great if you can like it and subscribe it, and then this is going to support my channel. And thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Cheers.